Sony confirms it's testing PlayStation Plus Video Pass in Poland. Okay, let me just break something down real quick. So there's an announcement recently that PlayStation is done with selling you movies directly. They used to do this, kind of like Apple does. Mm-hmm. Like you can just go buy a movie on PlayStation. I presume you can rent it too. That was the way it was. And they announced they were going to get rid of it. They said, look, no one's using it. More or less. That's not the exact language. And then you wonder, you're like, you're Sony, though. Sony's done some things, right? Sony Pictures. You ever heard of Sony Pictures?
They make a few films.
Big fan.
Got this Spider-Man guy. You ever heard of that guy?
Yeah, here and there.
So they got properties, and then you sit around and you're like, okay. You're not going to sell other people's movies.
The Spider-Man guy?
Yeah, he's a guy. He's climbing around.
Yeah.
So you don't want to sell these other movies, but you got properties. And what's everybody else with property doing? Oh, hi, we're Disney. We got properties. Mm-hmm. We might stream that to you. Mm-hmm. Might charge you a few dollars. Oh, hi, we're HBO. Got this little product. It's called Max. We got properties. Oh, Warner Brothers? We can shake that hand. We got properties. Oh, hi. Who am I missing here? Oh, Peacock. Don't let me forget Peacock.
Sure, yeah.
We got properties.
Uh-huh.
Hulu or whoever. I don't know who else got properties. This is how it seems in the future. Anyway, they're testing this thing out with their properties in Poland, you can just stream these movies as part of PlayStation Plus Video Pass.
Well, what do they got?
It allows the PlayStation 4 and 5 users in Poland to access over 20 movie and television shows from Sony Pictures. Okay, 20.
Okay.
Relax.
A little beta over here.
Yeah, that's something.
They're just getting started. These are what they're advertising. They're advertising Venom, Zombieland, and Vin Diesel's Bloodshot. If you had to watch one of these, which one would it be? If I forced you on a Tuesday night. So you got to pick one of those.
I like Zombieland.
Okay, all right.
I've actually watched this. This is a good movie.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
What about you? Well,
I haven't seen Bloodshot, and now I want to.
Yeah.
Look at Vin Diesel.
yeah.
I feel like he's enhanced.
Oh, yeah.
But why not? I mean, you could do a movie called Bloodshot.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be enhanced.
With a name like Vin Diesel?
Bit of a name.
Seems like a good time.
I wonder why they picked Poland to test this out.
Okay, so that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. Often when they're thinking about a new product, a new opportunity, they don't want to roll it out in the big markets right away because they want to learn some things first, run these tests in other markets, and fine-tune their operation before they go to the big stage and reach a lot of customers. They don't say that in there. They say specifically, we know very well that we have a large base of players in Poland who stand out due to their commitment and activity in the network and social media. They also like to use VOD platforms. For us, this is a perfect combination, a perfect market to introduce and test a service as part of the PS Plus program and see what our key users think about it. So they're not going to go into tremendous detail, because, well, they also don't, I mean, what do you really want? You never want to say, oh, we don't want to roll it out in the big market, so you get to test it first. You never really want to say that, but it's not unprecedented to behave in that fashion. Right. And it's only 20 movies, too. If they launch here with 20 movies in North America, everybody's chewing it.
Bad press.
Everybody's chewing things up.
Yeah, you're not going to get good input out of that.
Everybody's chewing things up all the time, It's tough out there. Mm-hmm. So it is a hot market, the streaming market. I mean, we were talking about Netflix yesterday.
It's getting busy.
You weren't on the show, but I'll ask you because you are here now. I guess it was Kirk and Will, and I posed them with the question whether or not Netflix was a bigger part of their life now than it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. right? Will answered the question in such a fashion. Hey, man, I don't care about Netflix.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. More or less. More or less, no?
My sentiment has always been the same. It's okay. It's good when it's there.
Dismissive.
I'm not missing it if it's good.
That's what I said. How's that any different? How's that any different? What I said. Anyway.
Wait, what was Kirk's answer?
It was Kirk's was a little more subdued than Will's, but it was that it has moved down his list. For me, it's moved down my list too.
Right.
I have all the streaming services, so
You get to pick and choose.
It's always this test of me. I'm sitting there with the kids, and it's like, what you guys want to boot up? Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you right now, collectively, it's been moving down the list. There's other options. Mm-hmm. But I'm curious about yourself. Because just to preface, you went to film school.
I'm all about that atmosphere.
You're explaining your cinema social group earlier today, and saying it's a whole lingo to it.
There's a bit of a lingo.
Remember, you were talking about the terminology. What were the words you were using?
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, cinema was one of them.
Yeah.
Pacing. Oh, they love to say pacing.
Well, you're a part of it, so yeah. So Mo has a lot of cinema friends.
Yeah. You never use pacing, do you?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I haven't used it, but I've heard that one.
Yeah. I've never heard you use it, so.
Anyway, since you're a filmmaker, Mo, what's going on Netflix? Is it important to you? Are you open?
As much as it was 2 years ago?
Sure. Are you open? Are you trying any other streaming services? Have you ever considered canceling Netflix?
To be honest, all streaming services are less important to me. Just less time. 2 years ago, I had more time. That's the main difference. But also, you've been mentioning HBO Max, so I've kind of been thinking about checking that out. Just because of the movie releases. That's a dope feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
agree.
What happened to your time, Mo? Where did it go?
I'm too busy shooting Barole here.
Oh, it's our fault. We ruined Netflix. You hear that, Will? It's your fault.
Yeah, we ruined the atmosphere for
Yeah. Pacing's all wrong now.